Okay, looks like we are live, Gerald.
Okay, fair enough.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Let me just do the thing. Getting feedback. I don't know if you have. I don't know if you have your volume on. If you do, you have to turn.
I turned off the other screen.
Okay, perfect. All righty. So we are going to share our screen. If I can get this going right. I have such a difficult time technically these days. Okay, so welcome to the Small Business Pitches. I'm Jay McElroy. I am your host today, and I have a fabulous guest that's going to come and pitch his company today. If you are a federal government, contracts officer, program office, even small business, this young man is one you definitely want to listen to today. We hold these sessions every Tuesday at 1 p.m. Eastern, and we are doing so today, which is May the 9th, 2020. For those who may not be familiar, we do live stream on Facebook, LinkedIn, as well as YouTube. We are also streaming live on our website, which is procurementcorner.com. And it's truly my pleasure to present Gerald to you all today. He is coming to us from the All Native Group, which is based in Virginia. His office is in Virginia. He'll give you the actual details. So I am going to turn it over to you, Gerald. Give me just a second to pull up your slides.
Sure.
We will be ready to go. Okay, we're live.
Hey, good morning, everyone. My name is Gerald Gourdain, and I'm with All Native Group. I'm the Director of Business Development. I also provide capture oversight, and I support strategic efforts at All Native Group. All Native is a tribal organization. Next slide. Next slide. Okay, our parent company is Ho-Chunk, and our parent company is located in Nebraska. We're a tribal within the lower 48, 3 types of tribes: Alaskan, lower 48, and Hawaiian. And we have locations in Fairfax, Huntsville, Colorado, and Omaha, Nebraska. 3 of those places are very much focused on government business. The goal of All Native Group, the sector I belong to is Mission Solutions sector. Our goal is focused on supporting the HCI, job creation, education, healthcare, socioeconomic self-determination, and overall community self-sufficiency. Next slide. We are qualified as an organization to deliver based on our certifications, as you can see on the left-hand side, as well as the number of contracts that we retained are listed here. In addition to those contracts, we're in the process of acquiring the GSA MAS contract for cybersecurity, training, and cloud computing as well, and a number of other efforts that we're involved in. Next slide. At All Native Group, we very much live our mission, and that is to say these represent the statistics of how we actually use the revenues that we gain from government, from federal dollars, from government contracting to support the mission that we have in terms of supporting the Winnebago tribe. On the right-hand side, you'll see where we've lifted household income, improved education, and provided for home ownership on tribal lands. That is the goal and the purpose of our organization. So how do we accomplish that? Next slide. We have 3 strategic pillars focused on IT modernization, enterprise IT asset management, and cybersecurity. That's huge for us. Our focus is cybersecurity, IT, ISR, and telecommunications. And finally, we deploy services. We deploy services in terms of people, experts, skilled, and specialized professionals capable of executing government business. We're very adaptive to the changes in government trends and government needs, and we're recognized as an industry. We're recognized as a industry-recognized IT solutions provider. Next slide. This is a list, but not an exhaustive list of the services we provide in terms of consultation. That shouldn't be new to most of you: program management, strategy and governance, that's expected. In IT service management, most of that list is familiar to you. At the bottom, you'll see telecommunications and ISR, IT infrastructure installation, fiber and copper systems, which we do today on contract, and cybersecurity services off to the right-hand side. We've also performed that for clients such as Netcom at Fort Huachuca. We also provide web and video services and advanced technology services. Where we have artificial intelligence, we're really talking about machine learning, and we're moving toward the artificial intelligence domain like many other organizations as we seek to exploit that capability and that technology. Next slide. So we're a trusted expert for a number of clients. They include Department of State, NASA, DHA, and DHS. So I've highlighted a couple here where we provided for human capital management for NASA. We've also provided for telecommunications and wireless and data services for Department of State. Today, we're doing the similar work, telecommunication, wireless, and data services for DHA, Defense Health Agency. And in the past, we supported Defense Health Agency's operations sustainment of technology, IT services. Today, we also support ISSO services for the Customs and Border Patrol, and that has to do with cloud computing and M365, which is the enterprise deployment of Microsoft. Next slide. You have a list of experience. I'm not going to go through all of them, but I want to summarize some of the services we provide here for some customers here. Department of State at the top, U.S. Army IT Automation Technical Services at Fort Belvoir, which we're doing work there today. Fort Belvoir RNEC work. Next slide. I know we only have 5 minutes. 2 additional clients that we also have. Small Business Administration, I'm not going to say too much there, and DHA Risk Management Framework Transition. This is another cybersecurity effort that we executed to the tune of $20 million successfully, and the list of services are listed on the slide deck for you to see. Next slide. So why do organizations choose to do business with All Native? We prioritize our people. That's important to us. That's part of our ethos. We equip our staff with the optimal tools to do the job, to deliver and complete the mission. That's our focus, and we have to be really good at that focus and meeting the client's strategic goals and mission, because allowing us to meet the client's strategic goals and mission allows us to meet our mission, as I described to you, and that is the socioeconomic self-determination of the Winnebago people. Since we are tribally owned, we can also take advantage of the Small Disadvantaged Business Direct Award and Sole Source to tribal organizations. Next slide. And here we have a list of testimonials with respect to our CPARs and our performance on contract with a number of different clients. You'll find that we're a very different company than most companies. Next slide. And here is a list of all the NAICS codes that are available to us, and at least 5 of the 13 companies that are now affiliated with HCI that deliver services under the umbrella of All Native Group. Next slide. And please feel free to reach me at any time with the contact information I provided here, email and phone number, and you'll be able to reach me directly. Next slide. I want to thank you for your attention and for listening to my description across all the slide decks. If you have any questions or comments, I'm available to answer those either now or at your convenience.
Okay, Gerald, we're back, and we do have a couple of questions.
Okay.
So the first one, I have 2 screens, of course, so trying to monitor over here what's going on. Okay, the first one is how many employees are part-time versus full-time employees?
I don't know that number off the top of my head. I can say that we're a $230 million organization. We've grown 20% year over year since 2019. So that gives you a approximate size of number of employees. I can say we're a substantive mid-size employer within the region and within the continental United States. We also do work overseas, which is something I didn't touch on.
Okay. What percentage of your business is cybersecurity?
So I would say about a third because we're divided into three sectors, and I'm focused on the mission solutions sector, which is where cybersecurity, IT, telecommunications, and ISR um, services reside.
Okay. The next one, it says, my department has a video requirement for live streaming. Can you support?
Yes, yeah, absolutely. It's funny because when one of the slides, we provide for video. You saw video teleconferencing, telecommunications having to do with phone systems, and the cabling infrastructure that goes along with that. So everything from soup to nuts, the deployment of the infrastructure, and also the wiring of the infrastructure.
Okay. Do you have help desk support? That's a question from me.
Yeah, help desk is very much a commodity service. So we have help desk contracts. I did list them because typically a lot of companies, especially entry-level companies, are going to help desk. More mature companies find it a little difficult to compete in that domain unless there's something very unique about the help desk environment, such as a squadron operations center or a secure knock, etc. But yes, we do provide help desk services.
Does A&G hold a clearance?
Yes, top secret facility clearance. Whoever asked that question, thank you for asking that question. It's probably something I should have said up front. We have a TS facility clearance.
Okay, so TS. Alrighty. Project management is our top priority. Can you describe your methodology?
So describing the methodology. So like many organizations, we have our program managers be PMI certified. So if you hear me pause, it's because typically when you're deploying the PMI certification, there's a lot there. But for each project, we tailor what's needed to execute that project. And sometimes we'll combine it with other types of frameworks. So for example, if we're doing a software development, a software deployment, that may require Agile along with program management. And that's where the tailoring comes in.
Okay. Well, Gerald, that looks like that is your last question. So what I will do is I will put your contact information up again. And if you go through that with them, and then I'll provide my contact information if they need to reach out to me as well.
Sure. So what you see is my contact information. You have my email address. My phone number is, I will say this, I will see your email quicker than I will see your voicemail. And I will definitely respond to your voicemail, and I'll definitely see your text before faster than I see anything else. That's the day and age we're living in now. So please feel free to reach me by either mode of communication.
Perfect. Okay. So I'm going to stop sharing yours, and then I am going to bring my contact information up. For any of you who would like to reach out to me, I'm hoping I can bring it up. Where are we here? I'm trying to bring it up, Gerald. I really am. Give me a second. Let me share. And then here's my contact information. Okay, so once again, I am Jay McElroy. You can reach me at 240-462-8890, which is the best way to reach me. Call first, text second, and then email, which is jay@procurementcorner.com. And please feel free to visit our site at any time and take advantage of all the opportunities that we have out there, as well as being able to pitch your business, as well as providing business requirements that you might have for your organization. We are so appreciative that you have joined us today and that we've had the opportunity to speak with you. So Gerald, do you have any closing remarks?
I would love to do business with you out there. We are a very reputable organization, and our leadership also requires that of us. So we're good business partners. Thank you for your time.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Appreciate you all out there that have watched us today. And we are thankful that we've had the opportunity to present to you once again, and we will see you again next Tuesday at 1 o'clock Eastern. Have a great weekend. Okay, so I closed that one out. So the live streaming is